Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. The Power.
Getting ready for the holidays. Hey, Randy Hales here. Can you believe, folks, that Christmas Eve, a week from tomorrow, Christmas Day, a week from Wednesday, excited about family and presents and food, and that is great to looking forward to. We will have a Power Pro show next Monday. And tomorrow night, Talking Memphis Wrestling will be the last Talking Memphis Wrestling of the year. No show Christmas Eve, no show New Year's Eve. Again, we'll go all the way through with the Monday show. Hey, PJ, what's going on, my buddy? Al Tuttle in the house. Hey, Power Pro's biggest fan, except for Adam Dunn, Calvin Lindsay is in the house. Of course, Thomas Lemon is in the house. It's the Power Hour watching the December 16th, 2024 show. I think that's today, December 16th. We are watching show number 146. I'll get that right. February 17th, I got up at midnight last night and was on my way to Memphis on an Uber ride. That I had to get them at 1:30 in the morning, so I'm a little tired. But I am fired up. I am ready to go, and Adam is too, as we roll the Power Hour 146 right now.
Press member, beautiful Bobby Eaton. Oh, Bobby Eaton. He's got Bobby Eaton. Bill.
Showing video we saw from last week.
There he is, beautiful Bobby Eaton, headed this way. Oh my gosh! Shakes hands with Brandon Baxter. A hug for Victoria. I can't believe it.
Hey, that's Bill Dundee's son-in-law.
Bill, I know you can't believe it either.
Great look back at what we saw last week. Great look back at the opening of the show from February the 24th, 2001, a long time ago. As you see that open, the Road Dogg, Stacy, the fabulous one, the superstar, Brian Armstrong, me and Brandon, a bunch more, way to start this
Hello again, everybody. Dave Brown and
Hour.
Corey Macklin with all
Back
these
in
great fans here at
2001.
ringside, live at TV5 as a Power Hour is
We'll see somebody
underway.
live in
Guess
just a
who's
minute
with us live here today
that
in the
hadn't been
studio?
on the set in the studio in quite some time. The music is playing.
The cat of a Lawler with the cat.
Al is saying Bobby's face always up to no good. And classic Mr. Hot Sky
Hello,
behind
Cat.
the scenes
Hello, Cat.
of
Welcome
anybody
back.
I've
We're
ever
glad to
been
have you
around
here. I
in
know you're in town for a
wrestling.
couple of very special things today.
Well, you're right. It was just sort of a coincidence that I'm even able to be here because originally I was scheduled to be in Las Vegas today for the big XFL game between the Las Vegas Outlaws and whoever they're playing, but it got switched, and I'm so happy the fact that I get to now broadcast the Memphis-San Francisco game here this evening, and so So that's right. Go Maniacs. It's going to finally, Dave, I
Brandon
want to
Baxter
thank
will
you
be
for
out. The
allowing a
Hot
little
Brothers.
sunshine
Hey,
to
you
Bill
can't
Brian today.
spot.
We're not kidding. We don't have
Thank
to
you.
sit in rain out there.
The American
It's going to be a great
Dragon
evening for
in the
a
house
football
against
game.
Darrington
And it also allowed
Trailblazer.
me
Steve
to come
Bradley
by here
also
and
will
say
be
hello to
bringing
everybody
in.
here at
We'll
Channel
talk
5.
about
And
that.
it's a pleasure to be back and brought the lovely cat along with me because I
Hey,
understand
Mike,
there's a
how you
whole
doing,
saying,
buddy?
when the cat's away, the mice will play. But I think what's happened is when the king's away, the rats have been playing. So what's been the problem here?
Yeah.
And rats they are, Brandon and Victoria. You know, they've come out here, they've attacked my sister. They attack me every single time I come out here by myself. But hey guys, I'm not alone today. So if you want to come on out here, just bring it.
Right, now there you go.
Stacy
Now, I also understand
really
that
improved
Brandon
in
and
her
Victoria
talking
went
from
out
the
and they got
first time
Bobby
he
Eaton. They
was on
somewhere
television.
they looked under a rock somewhere and they
Experience
found Bobby Eaton.
Well, they bought him.
improvement.
Yeah.
Oh, they bought him.
They
Okay.
bought him.
Yeah, and then
I'm
Bobby
sure he
Eaton.
came pretty cheap.
Yeah, I'm sure he came cheap. You're right. And I understand he was complaining about the reason that he left Memphis originally was because of me, that he couldn't get in the main events because of me, and that he didn't make a lot of money because of me.
That's what he said, you, and he threw Dundee in there for good measure, but he said primarily you, yeah.
Well, I guess because the Dundee and I were wrestling each other in what seemed like the main event all the time. The problem was, Bobby, that apparently you just weren't tough enough to earn your way into the main events.
Hello,
because
Michael
that's all you
Butler
had to do.
from
You just had
Humboldt,
to stand
Tennessee.
up and face either me or Dundee, and you might have been in the main event. But you know what? He was always just not.
What is that?
Well,
How about this, Richard
here
Hood?
come Brandon
What
Baxter
a
and
sight.
Victoria.
Dave Brown, Jerry
And they've
Lawler,
got Bobby Eaton with them.
the
all
cat,
right, well,
Victoria, Brandon
yeah,
Baxter,
let's
and
be
beautiful
careful here.
Bobby
Now,
Eaton.
look.
Man, I'm just so fired up watching this show today.
You're
Hope
out here
everybody enjoyed
interrupting.
it. Call friend of the
We
night.
haven't been able to
Hello,
have this man much
beautiful
because
Bobby
of
Eaton.
XFL commitments, and now you come out here and interrupt.
On
You know, Dave, I'm
the
kind of surprised because
TV
the King
right now.
has graced us with his presence today.
And let me just say that this is the first
Hey there,
time I've
man.
seen your
Hey.
new face. This is the first time I've seen you without that mask. I thought these big shot plastic surgeons you went to were supposed to make an improvement. You look worse than you did before, or at least the same.
See, always Jerry Lawler's back out here. Now he's trying to tell jokes. But I've told these people for the last few weeks, and maybe you can comprehend this. You've been trying to say that you've been out with the XFL on Saturdays, right? You've said that for the last couple of weeks. But the real reason you haven't been on the Power Hour is because you are scared of myself. Because you are scared of Victoria. And because you are shaking in your boots when we announced that beautiful Bobby Eaton was going to be our partner. You see, I have nothing to worry about now, Jerry Lawler, because Wednesday night in Jonesboro, Victoria, she can take care of the cat.
And I'll take care of the cat.
And then, 18 years of pent-up frustration have built inside of Bobby Eaton because you pushed him back. You used your political stroke to hold him down. And Wednesday night, 18 years of that pent-up frustration is going to explode in your face.
Let me tell you something, Lawler. It wasn't that I wasn't tough enough 15 years ago. It's just I didn't have my nose up Jerry Jarrett's butt. So Wednesday in Jonesboro, after I get through beating you, I may slap on pussy cam upside the head.
Now I'll tell you what. Okay, we've listened to you guys flap your gums here. So, Bobby, what you've been doing
Hey,
for
Amy.
18 years, you've been sitting around being frustrated.
You held him back.
Oh, because I held you back. So for 18 years, you've been sitting around worrying about it. And now, finally, Wednesday night, after 18 years, you're going to get a chance to release all that frustration. Is that right? Yeah. Well, you know what, Bobby? I'll tell you what, why don't we do you a big favor?
Richard, you're
just
right.
so that you
Victoria
don't
has
have
a
to sit
legend
around and look at
contract
your
with
watch.
the
Just so that
WWE.
you don't have to feel all frustrated any longer. Why don't we not wait till Wednesday night? Why don't we get in the ring right here today, huh?
Whoa, hey, right now, 1 against 1. Uh-oh, now all of a sudden,
We don't have to wait till Wednesday night. We want you to get unfrustrated right here today. Come on.
here's the commissioner. He's got something to say about that. Come on, hey, here comes the commissioner.
Happening, brother, this ain't happening. And you ain't happening. You need to go with me right now and leave this bald-headed geek.
All right, Bill.
I'll tell you what we'll do. Jerry, hey, if you want to be so bad, man, we'll make the main event right now. It's the main event today.
Today?
Go ahead, right there.
Okay.
Not now.
All right, well, that makes the king happy. I don't know if Brandon's happy, though.
I don't care if they're happy or not. You don't have to be all frustrated. We can end your frustrations right here today in this ring. That's good for me.
All right, here we go. Main event. Man,
What
what
a
a main
great
event we've
segment.
got all of a sudden here. Huh?
With great talent out there.
Yeah.
The king against beautiful
The younger
Bobby.
talent like
right here today on
Victoria.
the Power Hour, and the
Man,
old saying is, be
being
careful what you wish for,
around
you just might get it.
veterans like Bobby Eaton,
Eaton's about to get it here today.
You
Somebody
know,
with
Bobby Eaton
experience
acted
like
like he was really glad
Brandon
to
Baxter,
get
Bill
the
Dundee,
match.
Jerry Lawler.
But Brandon Baxter
It
not
helped
happy
the
at all
cat
to
and
see
it
that
helped
happen.
everybody.
Baxter's little plan, whatever it might be for
And
Jonesboro
we're
coming
ready
up
to go
later in the
with
week,
the opening
maybe
match
in danger.
on Power Pro
As Bobby
Wrestling.
Eaton is going to be climbing into the ring 1 against
This is
1.
episode 146 from February the 17th, 2001. I believe this.
He's going to be going against Tyler Gates
Lance
in the
Hayes
opening match on
against
the Power Hour
Tyler
today.
Gates.
We are off and running. Oh, from behind.
Well,
Tyler
sons, and here
nails
we
it.
go. Yes, sir. Right on top of him. Look at Lance Cade go. Cade fighting back, backs him up, whips him into the ropes now, brings him down.
Whoa.
What a slam, hooks the leg, 1, 2. That's a 3.
It's
Can you
over.
believe it? 1, 2,
Hey!
3. Lance Cade
That's
Gets
how
it in
Magnum
what,
PA
about 10
got
seconds?
over on
That's one of the quickest
WCW
wins I've ever seen
176
on the Power
and the
Hour.
sister
Lance Cade
station,
with a victory. We are just
WPCBS, and
underway.
we're
We got a
giving
big
Lance
one today,
Cade a
man.
push.
Don't
The
go away.
late
Back with
Lance
more of the
Cade.
Power Hour right after this.
Boy, Lance exploded there, didn't he?
Explosion
Showdown at the Nut House
galore
coming up this
as we
Wednesday
go
night, 8
into a
o'clock
plug
in Jonesboro, ASU
on the
Convocation
showdown
Center.
at the
Look at
Nut
that
House.
huge main event. Lots
Wednesday
more
night,
matches. We'll
when
tell
this
you more.
show, February the
Wednesday night, get
21st,
those tickets
8
now.
o'clock, Jonesboro, Arkansas State University Convocation Center. Hey everybody, as people joining the show and want to say that if you missed the announcement, that coming up in the main event of this program, two legendary talents in Jerry the King Lawler, the greatest wrestler ever from Memphis, Tennessee, and the best tag team wrestler in the history of mankind, from the Alabama Jam, the pride of Huntsville, Alabama, beautiful Bobby Eaton, Jerry the King Lawler battle in this Power Pro episode, and really looking forward to that. We'll hear from Steve Bradley. We have Derek King and the Spellbinder against Spanky and Dragon. The entire Click 2000 group, the Haasas will have an interview. Brandon Baxter back out. And so far, you saw the setup to the main event as Bill Dundee came out. And you also saw Lance Cade with a impressive win. Hey, what do you think? Next Tuesday, no show because it's Christmas Eve. Hey, David, what is going on? And Merry Christmas to you. Oh, I did my little gimmick to start off the show, but I'll take that off. Alexander, what is going on? Did I watch WWE Saturday night main event? No, I did not. The reason for that is that except for Monday and Tuesday when I have shows, I go to bed at 7 o'clock at night every night because I get up around 4 o'clock. That was tonight, or last night, I went to bed and at 7 o'clock and ended up getting up at around 1 o'clock. I was headed to the big M called Memphis, Tennessee, the Bluff City, the Mississippi River, seeing the Pyramid, the Bass Pro Shop, watching that and seeing that about 2:45 in the morning. Hey, Alexander, what's going on? We have a good group.
Like you've
Boy,
never seen it before.
Lawler in the main event. Tell a friend, call a neighbor. Hey, tell them the Power Hour on the air. We'll tell you about tomorrow night's Talking Memphis Wrestling during this show today, probably during a break segment. This is a time that I don't hold with great satisfaction. It really don't. But at the same time, last week's show was very interesting. This week is too as we go back to the show.
We're making through it.
Buckle up, get ready. Yes, sir. Hit the music. There he is.
I'm getting better, Adam, in handling these 2-minute breaks by myself. Here he comes.
Grandmaster 6A.
The man that was co-host the week before. Uh-oh.
Attacking security here.
Hey, Carlton from Indiana.
Such a good time last week doing the color commentary with you. Can I do it again this week, Dave?
We'll let you help us.
Duval
Join
is
us on
from
that.
Truman,
He behaved
Arkansas.
himself last week, Corey. He did what he was
back in
supposed
the
to.
day
Did a
in the
good job.
80s.
Yeah, okay.
Will you tell the public what Truman was
with the three of
known
us out there,
for
there shouldn't be
in
one
the
second of
80s?
dead air.
I probably,
unless
if you
Corey's
really
talking
know
about
what it
something.
was,
Wait a
I
minute,
can't
wait a
read that on the air.
I'm ready
But I
to
just
do,
want to see
as
if you
Corey
know where I'm
says,
coming
the
from.
power, the power.
All right, well, let's do it. All right, come on. Corey, I think Corey may have somebody else coming in he's going to be talking to here in just a minute. But, yeah, come on up there. Yeah, let me join you. And we'll just, we got another chair for you over here. And
Yeah, I tell you what,
we'll get this underway. All right, here come the Haas brothers right here. What's wrong with Russ's arm?
Get right
Yeah,
into
I saw
this.
the
The
tape from
Haas
last
brothers
week,
out.
and the injury, it looks like the Duff's done a pretty good job of jumping onto you there, Russ. How's that
Russ
arm?
Hall
Sore.
hurt
The
as
doctor
they
told me
come
to
out.
stay off it for a couple weeks. But Wednesday, we're pumped for Wednesday night in Jonesboro.
You know, Corey,
Russ, look. I mean, I know you want to wrestle. I know you're ready for this. No, Russ, listen. I'm your brother. I'm looking out for you, all right? I don't want you to jeopardize your career, your health, but most importantly, I don't want you to jeopardize our chance to win the Southern Tag Team titles in Jonesboro this Wednesday night, okay? So what I need you to do is just stand in that corner and be by my side and support me, because this is a big match for me, this singles match coming up with Shooter, all right?
You can count on it, brother.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, that's definitely the way to go, and try to get Russ feeling a little better.
What Finland was known for was being the something capital
that injured arm. Yeah, the Dupps have been after the Haas brothers. They know how dangerous these Haas brothers are. Former collegiate wrestlers from Seton Hall University. They're the real deal, and they have looked mighty good in
the private chat, so Adam will know what I'm talking about today.
Jason Sensation there.
Jerry's Steakhouse is the place I like to go.
A problem when Jason's out, because he has no hesitation, Brian, in getting involved in the match.
I know it. We're underway. If they go collar and elbow,
I don't remember, guys. I remember Jerry's liquor store and Curly's liquor store. The beer stopped on the way back to
I thought we were
Memphis.
going to have 2 10-second matches there all of a sudden.
These Haas brothers are quick. They got all the collegiate moves.
Really do.
Takes him down. He's got those shoulders to the mat.
Nice move, a 2 count, and
I thought Adam
Charlie
would give me
back
a
on his feet, on board.
LOL
Shooter Schultz
from
there,
what I
holding on
just
to him.
And you hear the whole
wrote to him
time
that he's
Jason
ignoring me.
Sensation over here complaining to the referee. Now, there's nothing to complain about.
He's always complaining.
Now, you can complain about that. The man's against the ropes.
Yeah, backs
It
him
should
up
have been
now.
a clean break right there.
Couldn't get it. Look at Charlie. Comes off.
That's a nice move right there. Little backhand spring.
You know,
Oh, come on now.
Two-leg.
Shooter Schultz and the Click pride themselves on the way they move
You
in the ring.
still
Charlie
living
Haas
through?
showed him he can do it too.
He
Look
got
out,
Jason. Oh, and he just
Little
barely
timing
gets
there
it.
wasn't real good.
Man, I thought he was going to pop him one time.
Puts him down with a double underarm.
Hello, Terry
suplex
Jones.
there.
Good to have you back watching the Power Hour today.
Boots to the back by Shooter Schultz.
Nobody's cussing, so no use warning people about bad language. They're in
Charlie Haas,
great
Haas
behavior
brothers.
today.
Boy, Russ looks to be in pretty bad shape over there, guys. He's got that.
I'm
Yeah, that
sure
happened
they're
last
trying
week,
to
Corey, when he
share
was
and
away.
subscribing
What they
tickets
did
and all
was
that
horrible.
stuff.
They put it
Even
inside
though
one of those
the
metal
majority
chairs
of the
and just
people
continuously
watching the
stomped
show
on it.
is from
Time after
Facebook.
time.
We
I
have
thought it was
several
broken last
watching
week.
from
I didn't see how he
YouTube
could,
as
could
well.
have avoided having a
Be
broken
sure to
arm, but
become
it is,
friends
and
with
thank
me
goodness.
there.
Still in not good shape.
Sunset flip, he's got him, guys. 2 count, and he kicks out. I can sympathize with him with my arthritis I've got over here in my arm. I can just imagine how he feels over
Crazy
there.
gal, my friend.
Hey, these Haas brothers, what Charlie was talking about in the interview, they've got the Southern Tag title match coming up with the Dupps Wednesday night in Jonesboro.
Yeah, that's a big match for these guys. He's right. I definitely want to be
This
ready
is
for
a
that.
good show.
These guys want to compete every time they lace those boots up. They want to be in action, and you can understand. I know you, Grandmaster Sexay, you know where they're coming from, but when you look down the road and see a big match, as
Crazy
big as
gal,
these
crazy
House
gal,
Brothers have got
crazy
Wednesday
gal,
night in Jonesboro,
Oh, yeah.
you got to step back and say, wait a minute. Let's get ready for Wednesday night.
Well,
Look at
that's
this.
Whoa! Very nice.
Big time move from Charlie Haas.
I'll tell you what, Wednesday night, when they do get over there to Jonesboro for that, what's the show called, Dave?
It's called the
Showdown at the Nut House.
The Showdown at the Nut House. It's going to be one of the biggest cards. Now, I've been a part of a lot of different cards over there in Jonesboro, but this one is shaping up to be one of the biggest ever.
It sure is, no doubt about
You
it.
got Jerry Lawler's going to be there. Hunter Hearst Helmsley's going to be there.
Kurt Angle's going to be there.
Kurt Angle's going to be there.
It's big. Oh, look at Jason up on the
Now see that referee. Come on.
He's holding
Come on.
up there. Jason, referee, disqualified.
There goes,
Ron's doing a
Russell
great job,
going to him,
just like
and
he
Jason
did
takes off, all of a
last
sudden
week.
runs the other way. He's got him. He knows Jason.
Russ nailed him out on the floor.
Now Shooter's got him in some type of submission move there.
That was that
Shooter
clutch.
close. 1 count, 2,
3, yeah.
Got it.
What a nice one. Way to go, Charlie Haas.
That's one instance right there.
Good,
where
exciting
the referee
match
did
on
not
the Power
disqualify him.
Hour.
It ended up
Uh-oh.
helping the House brother, but now, I don't know if it's a good idea if the other House brothers.
No,
are in
I don't think Russ should be in there. Oh, and here come the Dupps. Look out behind, Russ.
Jack and Paul hit the ring. And they
Now
double team him there.
No.
They got him where they
hesitation
want him.
there.
Oh my gosh,
Unfortunately,
now
they
they're
grabbed
going
that left
after
arm.
They're going after his arm.
Oh, no, we don't need this. Come on, guys.
Come on, ring that bell. Hey,
Yeah,
get
I'll
somebody out here.
Hey, come on, and that's Bo over there after him.
Somebody's got to stop this, Dave.
He's a nut. I'm
You're
telling you that.
not
No
supposed to
telling
get
what
involved
that
now,
guy
Brian.
I know, but if there's anybody in the back, come on now, they're going to end this guy's career right here.
All right, we're going to try to get some help. Meanwhile, in the back, the Click is back there. Let's hear what the rest of them have to say.
Everybody in Memphis has been talking about the Click. And Wednesday the 21st in Jonesboro, Arkansas,
Daniel
everybody's
Brown,
going to
young
keep
Daniel
talking
Brown,
about the
Jason
Click. And
Sensation,
the
sure,
Click
sure.
talk starts tonight in
And
Holly
thank you.
Springs.
You know, buddy,
Brian
the big show,
Hendricks.
the 21st in Jonesboro. Your heroes, the Click. We're taking on Lanky Cade and those two goofy singlet-wearing Ken Patera wannabes, Abs and Gas. What those cornballs failed to realize is they're taking on technically the most technical technician in Tennessee, Shooter Schultz, and the super-duper kung fu master, American Dragon, not to mention the lowest man in the business.
No, I'm much lower than you. 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 No,
Well, I didn't like that very much. A little attempt at comedy. But it wasn't funny if you ask me. Hey, I already told you, but I'm going to talk slower and we'll tell you again. Christmas Eve is a week from tomorrow. Christmas Eve a week from tomorrow, and then a week from Wednesday is Christmas Day. So, a week from tomorrow and a week from Wednesday, there will not be a Talkin' Memphis Wrestling due to the holidays. But we'll be here live at 7. It looks like it's going to be Chris Ellis and Michael St. John. We will see a match, not the pile driver match, but the return grudge match from that, the Rock and Roll Express against Savage and Poffo. We will see Tommy Rich and Doug Gilbert against the Spoiler and Phil Hickerson for the Southern Tag Team Championship. We will re-show from last week Tommy Rich, and I can't even remember, Tommy Rich and the great Eddie Gilbert. Tommy Rich buddies him. That'll be interesting. Also, we see some other interesting stuff. We will see the first appearance at TV5 Wrestling of Gordon Soley with Lance Russell. And we'll do a little thing where we talk about what was the best we've done on Talking Memphis Wrestling this year. We'll take a look at that for sure on Talking Memphis Wrestling. Let's see. What else is going on? Let's see. Randy Mayer. I promoted that show in Holly Springs that night. We had it at the National Guard Armory. And Mike says he loved the Poffo's run in Memphis. I did too. It seems like the last week, and especially maybe even the week before, we saw the debut appearance of Randy Macho Man Savage at the TV5 studios, and that is great as well. We have a little bit under 36 minutes into this show, and I want to remind everybody that this Power Pro Wrestling show was live on February the 17th, 2001. Let's go to this.
perfect applesauce. And I'm making it just for you, K-Quick. Because Wednesday night in Jonesboro, Arkansas, when I kick your stinking teeth down your throat, and Thursday morning, you wake up in the hospital with your jaw wired shut.
Quick being able to make that town. I think we might have had a substitute, but I'm not sure.
And what better thing for someone nice like me to do but make you homemade applesauce? Because I'm
I'll tell the story when we get to it.
And you can just call it
You're correct.
outrageous.
If you want to call it emergent, I call it a failed
Next
experience.
couple of weeks. He's something else, I got to tell you. We'll see him later on. Coming out right now, we got a big tag team match coming up, and here are two of the guys who are going to be involved in it. Pete Gas, formerly of the Mean Street Posse, and Joey Abs. And a little high five for the Grandmaster over there. And Joey, I want to talk a little bit to you about this big match you got today and the six-man in Jonesboro Wednesday night.
I already told you I didn't want to talk about Jonesboro. And until I get the respect I deserve around here, I'm going to let my actions in the ring do my talking.
There you go.
Well, that's admirable in a way. Here's Pete.
Relax, you're too uptight. Let's have some fun. Look, we got a match now against Seven and Scott Vick. Tonight, we're going to be in Holly Springs for a big show. Hope to see you all out there. And then in Jonesboro, I'll talk about it. On the 21st, we're going to take care of the clique once and for all.
All right, very good. Big six-man match there. All right, Joyce is fine. That's all right. You do have a big match here today. So, okay, you're ready to go to the ring. He don't want to talk, I guess. So he's going to let his actions in the ring speak for him. Well, they're headed for the ring right now. Their opponents coming this way. Talking about Seven. Scott Vick. They're tough. As they come in here.
Jerry Lawler, beautiful Bobby Eaton. The main event on the Power Pro Show. We're watching now. When was that from? I'll tell you again when it was from. Episode 146, February 17th, 2001. And Frank Stevens.
Yeah, just remember who said that.
He has been Van Buren with his mom. He's headed out Kansas City. Who's in Kansas City, Frank? And tell your mom one of her former students that Amy Camp said hello.
Know where Derek shot.
Hey, Donna, what's going on with you in Ripley, Tennessee?
High-end stores. He's all over. The high-end. He's worldwide. Look at this. They tangle up now. I got Scott Vick in there. Scott's got Joey Abs in a headlock, standing headlock, whips him into the ropes. Hey, what about this bout coming up later, BC? The King, Jerry Lawler, has been signed in a bout right here today on the Power Hour. His opponent, beautiful Bobby Eaton.
I can't wait.
Formerly of the Midnight Express, by the way.
I can't wait. You know, I hadn't seen Bobby Eaton in years and years, and then he makes his comeback last week right here on the Power Hour.
Yeah.
I didn't think Brandon Baxter had him, Mr. Partner.
He showed up with beautiful Bobby. I'll tell you can't take Bobby Eaton lightly either, let me tell you that. What a history that Eaton has in the wrestling business. He's a professional that's been around for a long time. Side slam. 2 count.
Scott Vick jumps in to break it up. Pete Gas nails him on the way out.
You know what I can't wait for,
Don't
Corey?
forget, Talking Memphis Wrestling tomorrow night. We'll be back with Power Hour next Monday.
Ooh, look at that. Nice leg scissors from him. Joey Abs drops down. He's got a pin. Could this do it? That's 2, and 7 gets his shoulder up, Dave.
Joey Abs very frustrated that he's not in the
Yo,
WWF at this
everybody.
minute.
Greg, what in the heck is
the ring.
happening
That's
to
what
you,
he's trying
man?
to do. He said
You're
he
always
didn't want
first
to talk
one
about
in,
it.
the
He wants
second
to
person
wrestle
in, and
prove
now
that he
you're
should
last
be
person
on the
in.
big
What
show.
in the heck is going on?
I guess that's how you do it in the ring, huh?
Yes, so, got to admire that.
Yeah, you really do. Oh, and look at that. You don't have to admire that, though. Scott Vick interfering from behind. And look at that. They're double teaming on Abs now. I guess they're going to show Abs that he doesn't belong in the WWF.
Yes, so. That's their mission here. This Scott Vick, he's double tough, and he's hooked up with 7. They're formerly members of the Triad, but I tell you what, they are trouble when they step into the ring.
They really are. Grandmaster Sexay joining us at ringside. Hey, you're all decked out in your Maniacs.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting ready for the
here. They're
big
getting
game
ready for the game tonight at the Liberty Bowl, right?
It's going to be a big one. They're taking on the San Francisco Demons right there. 7 o'clock, I believe, is when it starts. Everything gets started though around 4:30. That's when all them tailgate parties.
4:30 tailgate. I'll be there for that. You know me, I love the munches. Look at that power slam. That's a 2 count. Weather should be pretty good tonight also, shouldn't it?
It's going to be better than it was last week. It'll be cold out there. Dress warmly, but at least it will not be raining during the game tonight.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. We've had rain for the last, 7 days in a row?
Yeah, we had 6
I thought I was
days in a
going
row.
to build me an ark in my front yard.
You know, we're talking about this XFL game, but I was just watching the Scott Vick in the ring worker. He reminds me a lot of Val Venus.
Yeah, he does. Look at this. 7 swings and misses. Joey Abs with a couple of chops right across the chest. 7 goes in after him. He sets him up. Big slam, and Joey needs a tag. He's been in there the whole match now.
Maybe he's trying to prove too much at one time. He needs to get over and tag his partner. Pete
really
Gas
is.
watching from outside.
If these people might
We
get,
got
come on,
Thomas and we got Greg and we got his wife and we got Frank Seaton.
Tag, here he comes! Pete Gas! He takes care of Vic. Couple of big farms. Comes back the other way. Big slam. He's got a pin. He's got it. 1, 2. Oh, and 7 breaks it up at the 2 count.
Oh, he had him, but 7 interfered. Pete Gas looking mighty good here the last few weeks, too.
Yeah, what a great switch from that mean streak posse deal.
Yeah, and if he can get that gas mask on his opponent as Brian indicated,
That's a little sloppy with 7.
1, 2. He got it. Yes, sir, Reaper. 1, 2, 3. Pete Gas gets the win.
As we're talking about it, he does it. And there's a victory for Pete Gas and Joey Abs. Great match for these guys as they're going to take home the victory.
Gas, baby.
They're going into Jonesboro on a roll.
Here
What's
comes
this?
the general.
Look,
What is he doing here?
Coco Beware comes wandering out here.
Coco ordering everybody around. He doesn't even have any business. What do you want, Coco? What? For what?
You
got no
Adam,
business
have
even
your
down
hand
there
on
today.
mute
What
because
you-
if I say mute,
I cannot
please.
believe that y'all didn't give me the opportunity to be a commentator.
Well, y'all ain't got nothing to do with it. Don't be blaming
You
us.
know, I did this for years and years and years. In fact, I was Vince McMahon's the #1 commentator of all the world. I have done this 1,000 times. And then you bring some guy like Grandmaster who?
Oh, come on.
And he comes out, all that little stuff. Hey, look how he's dressed. He's dressed like he's from South Memphis somewhere. What you want to be? You want to live in Germantown? Or you want to live in South?
Adam, mute.
You from?
All right, as we had an interview that got complaints with the audience and complaints within the TV station, and Dave got very, very upset with the situation. As you see Dave's reaction, now Corey is laughing and is funny, and I could see more information about it, but it got real heated between Brian Christopher and Coco Ware, and this little interview ended up with a legal letter was sent to the TV station complaining about that. As we go back to the show now, as we go back to the commercial right now. Hey, it is Christmas time. Kevin Lawler did a little graphic, and if Adam can find it on the design section, and I think it's pretty cool to show. So it is the Merry Christmas ornament from the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame. Hey, can you guys believe it? That it will be New Year's Eve next Tuesday. No talking Memphis Wrestling. It will be Christmas Eve next Tuesday. The Tuesday after that, it will be Christmas Eve. Man, that is absolutely unbelievable. And I love that graphic, Kevin, that I don't say a lot of good things about. He probably spine hanging on every word and knocking. Oh, I don't think I'll go there. I could go there. But I'm not going to go there. Thomas, what is going on? You're saying Merry Christmas to you all. PJ liked that ornament. Says that looks great. I think it looks great. Yes, Al. Coco was on Saturday night's main event, and Coco called me this afternoon, and we had an hour phone conversation. Man, he was fired up and talkative, and we were saved by Coco's doctor. He's all right, just a regular follow-up phone call, and that cut the phone, and then I had to go out for a little minute. Mike saying hi to everybody, and we're glad he is. This Power Hour, and I said it earlier, it's not a time period that I liked as we were doing it, but as we're watching it back, I'm really enjoying it. It's from February the 17th, 2001. The main event you will see in just a few minutes, Jerry the King Lawler against beautiful Bobby Eaton, and really, really excited about that and seeing that for sure. Man, the year 2024 coming up. We're on third, heading home. 2025 is in our sight. And we'll be able to say Happy New Year, everybody. Here's K Quick.
You heard it by now. I'm getting over, pushing and shoving them apple jacks like a bulldozer. Outrageous, contagious, raw-rageous. You're not allowed on any of my stages. So with that in mind, let me flip the pages. You know they call this the nut house. So when K Quick come to the nut house, I'm gonna act like a nut and get rowdy on your rump. So raw-rageous, bring your razzle-madazzle, and let's see how rowdy you can get at the nut house on February the 21st in Jonesboro, Arkansas. See you there.
Very good interview. Uh-oh.
Hey, go on in the studio and make sure everything's all right in there. I'm going to take care of him, make sure everything's all right. Come on, all right.
Wow. Check on security back there and see what in the world's going on. Hey, I want to talk to a couple of guys who's got a tag team bout coming up now, talking about the Dragon and Spanky, the lightweight champion. We'll get them out here and get some words from them. I'm sure they have a lot to say here. And
Derek King, Spellbinder against Spanky and Dragon coming up in a little bit.
Let's get them in the ring, Jason.
Hey, how's it going? Today, it's going to be a cakewalk for the clique. Enough said.
That is enough said. Let's see this bout here now. Tag team action and their opponents are about to make their way, guys.
You know, Dave, I'm not going to let what Coco Ware just came out here and did a minute ago get me down.
Yeah, you Please don't.
Consider the source.
Yeah, consider the source. I want him out of the building and just keep him out.
Here's my man, the Spellbinder.
Mute the audio in about 10
Here are
seconds.
their opponents. Mr. Personalities and the Spellbinder. Hit the ring.
Just last match, we saw Pete Gas out here. Speaking of gas, looks like the Spellbinder's all gassed up and ready to go, baby. Come on, Spell.
Well, the clique has all of a sudden decided they're not so sure they want to be in that ring. They were all ready to go. Jason Sensation said it's all over.
Much love, big dog. The clique is stand there. Get in the ring, guys. Get in the ring. Come on.
Spanky and the American Dragon hanging back in the corner. Now finally Spanky starts through the ropes. Nope. No, he's still not in there. And now they're back down on the floor again. They don't want to get in there against the Spellbinder. And his partner, Derek King, well, now the Spellbinder says they don't want to start
Very
against me.
unusual.
Come on,
Even though
Derek.
Spanky looks athletic, Brian Danielson does too. But usually you can see professional wrestling wrestlers at this size. Both of them were great talents. There's no doubt about it. There was.
Derek has been in a real bad mood this week because he had a, I don't know if you call it a divorce or a breakup or what it was. Him and C.B. White are no longer living together.
Huh?
That's right.
Public knowledge?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Derek King, big drop kick.
You see what I'm talking about?
Nice arm drag.
He is mad. He's taking out his opponents today.
Oh, the Dragon breaks away and heads out of the ring. They don't want anything to do with a Spellbinder. Come on, referee, start to count on him. Count him out.
That's right, count him out of there.
Spellbinder says, hey, I'm on my knees. Come on in.
One of my favorites, 2024 Hall of Famer.
They just want to go
The
against Derek.
Spellbinder.
I'll stay in here a little bit longer.
Formerly the American Dragon, he's maskless again today. Spanky, the lightweight champion, swings in after him.
Terry, I disagree with you. I think Terry gets great respect. I mean, we always put him over on this show. I 100% disagree with the statement that he doesn't get the respect he deserves. He was so popular with the audience, without a doubt.
And the team looks
So I think you're wrong on
They
saying
Spanky
that
whips
he
him
doesn't
in.
get the respect he deserves.
What's the security
I
guard
see that
doing
there.
over there?
The security
Thomas?
guard just tripped
I don't think so.
Hey, yeah, get it. What kind of security guard is that to interfere in a match?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm beginning to understand.
Is that
what
just
we saw
Joe?
earlier.
This is the first time I've ever seen anything like this.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that guy that was
Thanks,
trying to get in
security.
from the parking lot last week.
You're right.
He's got him a shirt printed up and a whole bowl of wax. He looks just like our security guard.
That was that Just Joe guy.
That's that guy that was trying to get in, and we wouldn't claim Vince McMahon sent him here.
Yeah.
Well, he's being sent out now by security.
Oh, 2 count. Dragon almost made it stick as DK kicks out
I don't
at
think
2.
O'Derek's really
Here
retired. What do
comes
y'all
Spanky.
think? Thomas, what do you think?
Our main event's next on the Powa Hour. Beautiful Bobby Eaton takes on Jerry the King Lawler. That's coming up. Here today, that's going to be an
Right at the
interesting
20-minute mark, 20 minutes left
really
in the
working on
Power
Derek King.
Hour.
Ooh, this is an
Steve
interesting
Bradley
one. Look at that
interviewed
fakes and
and
fakes, yeah.
a great main event. Jerry
two
Lawler,
counted,
beautiful
Derek's
Bobby. Can't wait to see that.
Spellbinder wants the tag. Spanky and the Dragon want nothing to do with a Spellbinder here today. They only want to
Whether
wrestle
on
against Derek.
YouTube or Twitch
Derek
or
needs to get that
the
tag
3
on the
Facebook
Spellbinder, though.
pages,
He's been in
guys.
there a long time.
Ooh, big knee
Would
left.
you do me a
and
favor
down
and
goes
share
Derek
the
King.
show after
Don't forget the tag,
it's
Derek.
up
It's a
in
team.
the
If he
archive?
can make that tag to the Spellbinder, the Spellbinder's been on the road, Dave. You remember last week he defeated 10 men in that
10-man match, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but not only was it a 10-man match, it was a 10-man hardcore match.
That's right. Bring anything.
Wow.
We had the garbage can lids flying. We had street signs. We had a little bit of everything here, Corey, last week.
Little snap suplex, a 2 count, it kicks out of it. There's the Spellbinder, Brian, right there to help him out.
Spellbinder, Derek King,
He's sent back out
Spanky,
by the
and the
referee.
American Dragon,
Turn these guys right here.
Brian
Spinning the ring
Danielson,
switch.
Yep.
the American
Yeah, they sure did.
Dragon.
And the referee now sees what the heck's going on. He's wondering what happened, guys.
Derek. Can't get to the corner.
It's that face buster on Spanky. Now Derek needs to get a tag, guys. He needs it.
See, instead of stealing somebody's move again, what he should have did was make the tag. He should have made the tag. I don't know if he's going to get it. He got it. He got it.
Here comes Spellbinder, and this time Dragon runs right at him. Spanky runs at him. They're going to try 2 against
This is
1.
a good match.
Doesn't look like that's going to work either.
Some type of modified choke slam right there by the big man.
I mean it was modified. He went up to the Dragon, and there's Derek King on Spanky now. Here comes Shooter Schultz.
Well,
What's
that
up
click,
with that? Now, come on.
They always got to have the numbers on their side.
Yeah, look out.
Spellbinder caught him in midair. Did you see that, Dave? Oh, that away slam. He says it's over. Let's see.
Goes for that splash.
Oh,
right on top of the Dragon. That's gonna do it. Yes, sir. He gets him 1, 2, 3. The Spellbinder. Derek King get the win on the Powa Howa.
And look at Derek jump up and straddle Spell like that.
Spellbinder with a hand raised. Don't forget the big action coming up tonight in Holly Springs, Mississippi.
Right,
you will see lots of these same stars.
That was a very good
8
match,
o'clock at
BJ.
National Guard Armory in Holly Springs.
No
tonight.
doubt about it. Very exciting. And the match we're about to see, I'm really looking forward to. Jerry the King Lawler,
I love my Toyota.
beautiful Bobby Eaton will be the main event on this Power Hour, and it looks like we'll have quite a bit of time to see that. Looking forward to it. Jerry Lawler became a main event wrestler, teaming with Jim White as Southern Tag Team Champions in 72-73. Lawler became a single star in 74, and the rest is history. Now, beautiful Bobby Eaton later on, famous for being a part of the Midnight Express tag team, first with Dennis Condrey, then later with Stan Lane. But that's not my favorite tag team involving Bobby Eaton. I think Coco Ware / Sweet Brown Sugar and beautiful Bobby Eaton together was better than any of the Midnight Express teams. I really do. I think they were just so good. Just absolutely fantastic. Now, I don't think I told this story. The reason we got lucky enough to have Bobby Eaton, we were working with Terry Golden's Memphis Championship Wrestling, and they had a training school, and Bobby Eaton was brought in as the trainer, and I said, hey, why don't we just use Bobby as a character on the TV show? And I thought we did a lot of good stuff. And now in the upcoming week, you will see that as well, and I think you will enjoy it. We're coming up on the last segment. We will remind you that Talking Memphis Wrestling tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. I'll be here with Michael St. John and Chris Ellis, and we have a lot of good stuff as we are deep diving into more of the year 1984. We have some interesting cards and other stuff coming up, and I think that will be very exciting as well. We are 15 minutes left in the program. I'm guessing one segment left on the Power Hour. Have enough time. There might be two segments left for sure. Appreciate everybody from Team Hells watching and supporting the show as you always do.
It looks like
Every
you left Memphis
Monday,
at just the right time.
every Tuesday
You left
as
here
we go
as
right
I was
into
coming
it.
in. I know you're a former MCW champion. Well, you're looking at the current one. And if you want to come in this Wednesday and have a shot at my belt, the last thing you're going to do is leave here the MCW champion, because the belt is going to stay right with Steve, who's your daddy, Bradley.
Steve Bradley and Victoria. Where'd they shoot that? At University of Iran or something?
Victoria's got a...
That was not very flattering of Victoria.
I can't believe they said that, Adam. Usually politically correct.
On the Power Hour, I hear the music of beautiful Bobby Eaton.
I'm gonna lay out. I can't believe it, Adam. Here's Bobby Eaton, and I'm gonna lay out on audio here. Let's concentrate on this match. Then we'll talk about it after.
And it's been waiting 18 years to get a Jerry Lawler, he says. Well, he doesn't have to wait anymore. The 18-year wait comes to an end right here, right now, live on the Power Hour today. Brandon Baxter seems a little happier. He didn't want this match to happen, but the commissioner, Bill Dundee, said, yeah, let it go. Lawler, Eaton is out here challenging, and Jerry Lawler.
Where's the security?
Right now.
Beautiful Bobby Eaton with a few words with one of the fans at ringside. Now he finally steps in, and the King is on his way on our main event on the Power Hour.
There he is. There's the King.
Get it up for the King, baby.
Yeah, the belt has been signed for today, and we're going to bring it to you fans right here today on TV5 Power Pro Wrestling. This one is going to be a dandy, guys.
Come on, Eaton, back up, let him in the ring, and get Baxter out of there.
There's the King.
William Gibson waiting right there.
18 years of pent-up frustration. So, well, here's your opportunity, Bobby. 18 years.
It sounds almost like a Nutty Professor deal. Eh?
Yeah.
Speaking of 18 years, looks like those tights are about 18 years old, don't they?
Oh, boy.
Climbing into the ring is the King. He said we don't have to wait till Jonesboro. We don't have to wait for a handicap match. That one is still scheduled, by the way.
Yeah, the King's all decked out in the red and yellow.
Don't forget who we got to thank for this match.
We're ready
the
for
superstar. Bill Dundee is the one that signed this match right here.
That's right. He said let her go right here on the authority.
Ooh, is he the commissioner, but he's the father-in-law of Bobby Eaton now.
Yeah, he is. That's true. Look at Eaton comes out swinging away. That's not a wrestling. What's up with that? That's not a wrestling move. No, that's not a wrestling move at all. But
take a look at that, Brandon.
Oh, what about that? That'll even things up.
See that, Brandon? What do you think of Bobby Eaton now?
And a drop kick from the King.
Yeah, Lawler with a big drop kick, and Eaton goes down.
Yeah, more importantly, Brandon Baxter, what do you think of the King now? You better watch
Bobby
Eaton.
Relationship, working agreement, not emergent. We did our own
sure
stuff.
Is. I certainly wouldn't want to be in Bobby Eaton's shoes.
I'm wondering what kind of advice can Brandon Baxter give to Bobby? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, they can tell him to tuck his tail and run. That's one good piece of advice you can give to anybody when you look over there and see
Brian Christopher in our main event next week against Rod Rangers.
Here in the studio, right behind
Have a bikini contest between Victoria and Kat. We'll see next week. A number one contender triple threat match. Peter Schultz and Bulldog Reigns.
Team wrestlers, there's no doubt about it.
No doubt about
and
it.
more next week on the Power Hour.
They just paid him big money to bring him in here, knowing what that would do to Bill Dundee, for one thing, having his son-in-law come in to go in this match.
That's a great point. They're bringing him in to frustrate Dundee and Lawler both.
Oh, a hip toss on the concrete floor. Now that's gotta hurt. After Bobby Eaton just kissed this steel pole right over here.
They're both out on the floor fighting it out. Lawler finally steps back in. That'll stop the count by referee William Gibson.
Now they're back in the ring. Lawler waiting in the corner, brings a boot up. Eaton with a right fist and a choke.
I tell you, this has been a straight-up street fight, guys, between these two. Lawler and Eaton.
I tell you what, all the years from watching Jerry Lawler wrestle and all the matches I've had against Jerry Lawler, I've had, I would say, at least 150 matches against Jerry Lawler, all around the different cities.
Look at Brendan Baxter over there, Brian.
I'll tell you what, one thing that he is notorious for is being a slow starter.
Yep,
yeah, but he's a fast.
But he will finish fast.
Yeah.
If he's able to get that strap down, if you make him mad enough and he gets that strap down.
That's all she wrote, huh? Look at this. Oh, the King. What a little move for beautiful Bobby, and there goes the strap.
He got it off, baby. Boom.
The strap's down. Brian, you called it. Look at this. The strap's down, and here comes the King after Bobby Eaton.
Look at him go. And Eaton, he knocks the big guy down to his knees, makes him sneeze, and the King right on top of him.
He's calling for something big.
Boot to the midsection.
Oh, a stunner.
He gets it on Eaton. This could do it. Brandon Baxter jumps up on the ropes. That could be a mistake. Lawler nails Baxter.
Baxter ends up in the ring. Look out.
The
Lawler
King.
Back to work on Bobby Eaton.
Two stunners. There's no way he'll get up from that.
Here's a cover.
Referee rolls around a pin, a 1, a 2, and there's
Baxter from behind, nails the King, and then goes after him. Baxter has lost his mind. The crowd's calling for Brian. Brian, you're not supposed to get involved.
Yeah, you can't get involved.
Hey, come on now, that's 201.
Oh, here comes some help. Here's the cat out. Oh,
the cat.
Him. Brandon are moving a little slow motion now, I bet you. The cat's on top of him. And the King's got beautiful Bobby.
Look at Baxter.
Look at the cat.
Oh, here comes Victoria.
Oh, Victoria now grabs Cat from behind and throws her off of Brandon Baxter.
She's back from that interview she had earlier, and all over the cat. What has Baxter got? A handful of powder.
Throws it in Lawler's face. This Baxter, nothing but trouble here today. Oh, he goes after the referee.
He'll be fined for that and maybe suspended if the commissioner knows about it.
Oh, we got a free-for-all here. Victoria working on the cat. Baxter choking Lawler. Bobby Eaton around, just kind of stalking around.
Good stuff.
Here comes the commissioner.
Here's help.
Speaking of the commissioner, he grabs Victoria, pulls her off, grabs Baxter, and now he tells Bobby, hey, hang on, Bobby.
Shoves his son-in-law back and says, quit this, get out of here, leave him. What?
Oh,
look at that.
And Eaton jumps on Dundee.
He just hit his father-in-law in the back.
You know, I've been mad at my father-in-law a lot, but I wasn't mad at Nelly.
Oh, my goodness.
Crying out loud.
We got a free-for-all.
Oh, boy, we got a ring
Bobby Eaton working on Lawler. Cat and Victoria going together.
Hey, Dave. No.
Brian, we got to get some help.
Brian, I know you're not supposed to, but go in there and help him out. Get in there and give him some help.
There he goes, too. Grandmaster Sexay hits the ring, and they take off. Yeah, that'll.
And all of a sudden,
free up this brawl. There's Victoria left in there, and Dundee's about to go. Oh, Brian's got her. He's got her by her hair. And the commissioner trying to keep Brian away, and he finally lets loose. And Victoria finally escapes. Brian had her by her head full of that hair of hers, and I'm telling you, she was in a bad predicament there.
You're right, Al. Carnage in there.
Brian was not going in there, but it just looked like they needed some help. So don't hold that against him, Commissioner. We sent him in there to try to help out, and he did in a very good way. Bill and Lawler. Bill, we sent Brian in there. Don't hold that against him, all right?
Well, it's not a question of holding it against him. Did he not come out here and say if he got involved that we could... Brother?
Yeah, but I don't think you ought to do that.
Let's don't worry about Grandmaster Sexay. Let's worry right now about those three jerks, Victoria, Brandon, and Bobby Eaton.
I agree.
Like this. I'm the commissioner. I can do this, right?
Oh, you can do what you want.
How about this in Jonesboro Wednesday night? You, and me against them.
I like it.
Oh, 6-man. Yeah,
that sounds good to me.
Tag, right, or a 6th person, I'm sorry.
That sounds good to me. 3 against 3. And you know what, Bobby Eaton? 18 years of pent-up frustration. You try to take it all out on the King? Well, let me tell you something. I'm gonna listen hard right now to what these fans said for me to do to you Wednesday night. What was it? Come here.
Oh, light him up.
What was it?
It's time to burn them up. Brandon Baxter, you're going to get it just like Brandon Baxter did it.
It's time to burn them up. That's what's going to happen to you Wednesday night, Jonesboro.
It's going to be a big one in Jonesboro.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jonesboro, I'll take care of you in Jonesboro, but how about tonight? Holly Springs, Mississippi, Victoria, you and me.
I love it.
Yeah.
Six-person match
Get her,
coming up
Cat.
in Jonesboro Wednesday night. We'll be back here with more in a moment. Don't go away. Whoa.
Well, apparently we have one more segment to go as we have 4.5 minutes left on the Power Hour. Folks, what do you think about the show today, and what do you think is the highlight of the show today? I think the situation we saw a few minutes ago, just a classic match, because that's the thing about Power Pro Wrestling. Of course, they had great interviews and wild action and angles, but we also had very interesting and unusual matchups. We had the Click 2000. We also had Jerry Lawler and beautiful Bobby Eaton, which classic styles we had and also new styles we had. And I think certainly it evolved from the very first Power Pro show in '98 in April with the Young Guns division, and it just became so exciting after that. Now, Gerald Jones is, how did the turnout on a Wednesday night? I think it drew $80,000 paid. It did very well. And Triple H and Kurt Angle was the main event. Both were coming live and coming off hot, SmackDown and Raw. And I think that had a lot to do with it. Also, obviously, I think that six-person tag team match that we had, which was Brandon Baxter, Victoria, and of course the beautiful one himself, Bobby Eaton, against Bill Dundee, Stacy the Cat, and Jerry the King Lawler. That all at the Nut House in Jonesboro, Arkansas on that Wednesday night. Gerald Jones, as we're talking about Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Dave, I know they just
It's
told
from
me. They said
Jonesboro,
that I did
Arkansas,
what
as we go to
what
the
I
final
said that I
of the
wouldn't
show.
do. I got involved, and they told me just now to not worry about being here next week.
Well, I'm going to talk to the committee. Maybe that'll stand by.
Yeah,
but we sent you in there, and you
Well, I'll tell you what, they told me not to be here, not to bother showing up next week. But you know what? You've known me for a long time, and you know I don't listen to anybody. I do what I want to do when I want to do it. So you know what, Dave? I just might be back here next
Hello,
week. But for
Byron.
right now, I have to
You're
go.
joining?
Well, thanks.
With about a minute left in the show, go back and watch a great Power Hour from 2001. That's Brian Fisher, where we just saw Jerry Lawler and Bobby Eaton.
It's Wednesday night. Hey, it's even bigger now. Not only do you have Triple H going against Kurt Angle in a big main event, you got a six-man match coming up here. Yeah, we're having fun. You are in a six-man match.
Yeah, we got some
six-person match coming up.
Yeah.
First of all, how dare you lay your hands on me, Dundee? But you know what? What am I worried about? I have your good-looking son-in-law on my side.
Hey, don't do that on this television program.
How long have you waited to get your hands on Bill?
18 years, he said, right?
18 years, Jerry Lawler. I've been waiting to get my hands on you.
Go back and watch this show, and we'll be live tomorrow night at the same time, 7 o'clock Central, for Talking Memphis Wrestling, looking at 1984. Join us tomorrow night.
Come on, Bobby.
We're on Twitch and X and YouTube, Randy Hill's channel, Classic Memphis Wrestling YouTube, and of course this Facebook page.
And you'll never see your grandkids again. Well, in Jonesboro, Lawler, and Dundee,
you guys, you like that
Mr.
kind of
Commissioner, your buzz belongs to us.
See, as the Memphis politics continue, Bill Dundee, the commissioner, now puts himself in this six-man match. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know if they're trying to get me killed, get me hung, get me maimed, get me beat up, but it's not going to happen because Wednesday night, Jonesboro, Arkansas, Convocation Center, it's the showdown at the Nut House, the six-person match. We're coming out on top. There's nothing they can do about it.
All those things you fear just might happen to you in Jonesboro. Be careful. Hey, come on now. Get out of here. We're out of here. It's coming up. It's Wednesday night in Jonesboro. We'll see you next week with more of the Power Hour.
Man, we had a great Power Hour today. Talking Memphis Wrestling tomorrow at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Next Monday, we'll be right here with the Power Hour. We'll show the program from February 24th, 2001. The main event is Rod Rages, formerly of the Mean Street Posse, against Brian Christopher. Much more. A bikini contest between Victoria and the Cat. A big show, and we'll see that next Monday. No shows a week from tomorrow. Talking Memphis Wrestling off for both Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. Thanks to Adam Dunn for producing. Thanks for Team Hells for watching. Thanks to the new people watching the program today. Until tomorrow night, I'm Randy Hells. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling.